Hi everyone, my name is Marina and welcome to this arts channel. As you all remember, we were going to check the control theory systems in real life and we used the hello box for this. Here is the hello box, as you all remember. And I would like to tell you why hello box is so useful for us. The software of hello box is totally based on Matlab and Simulink. And as you already know, if you're going to work in defense industry, well, in Turkey we say savunma sanayi, then you need to know Simulink. And to learn it faster and easy, you can use the helloApp for this. Because it has only necessary things, it's very laconic and nothing won't confuse your mind. What does this box has inside? It has a DC motor and an encoder. Why do we need encoder then, you will ask? Well, if you want to measure how many turns your motor makes in 1 second, you need encoder for this. This part makes the job. Well, after we convert this value into RPM, which is more natural to us to interpret. Let's go from theory to practice. Right now you can see the interface of helloApp, and as you can see, as I told you before, it's very laconic and it has a system. Well, what's the system? It consists of an input and output, and the system actually makes us to achieve the desired output. Well, then what's the feedback? For some time, for me, feedback was just the line that connects the output to the input, and I literally didn't understand the value of it. But right now I know. The feedback provides us some information about the error our system has. Well then, what to do with this error that we got from the feedback? You can use the controllers to reduce the effect of an error on your signal. There are 3 types of controllers, as far as I learned in my previous courses. It's P, I, and D controller. P is proportional controller, E is integral, and D differentiation. Well, you use P controller, to understand it's very easy, just multiplies your signal to achieve the desired reference. But it has this disadvantage. Once your reference is reached, the controller is closes automatically and then it stops working. At the same time, I and D controllers have their advantages and disadvantages, but I will tell later about them. Well, let me tell you now how can we create a system in helloApp. First, we have a DC plant. It's our hello box with motor and encoder inside, as you all remember. Then we connect our reference function to the sum operator and we connect also our feedback there. Then we connect everything to the DC plant. Well, imagine you give an input of 300 RPM and you get as an output 200 RPM, I don't know, for some real life conditions maybe. And here you can see the error signal, it's 100 RPM. Then what happens? In your closed loop system, the controllers, if you put them right there, they will try to reduce this error in the next turn. Then maybe you will get the feedback as 300 RPM and error signal will be 0. There can be also an open loop system. For the open loop system in helloApp, you don't think that input is in RPM values, you think the input is like this. If you give 0 volt, it means 0 turns. If you give 255 value, it means you give 12 volts to the motor and it will turn at their maximum RPM value, approximately 900 RPM. So basically we need to choose something between these values, and in helloApp the motor starts working approximately from the values 40 or 50 for an open loop system. So for a closed loop system we use RPM values, for an open loop system we use these values from 0 to 255. Well, let's try to make a basic open loop system. Let's connect a constant to our DC plant and give a value of 80. So it's approximately the value between 0 and 12 volt, maybe 3, I don't know. And check what happens. See, it works! Motor is turning, that's what we expect. Well, the question may arise in your head. Why do we need a feedback in the system if our motor already works? We give a reference and it turns as we wanted. But if you touch the motor, Once it reaches the reference, if you give a unit step function, your motor will just, I don't know, stop working correctly and will not turn to the normal value, maybe, if you don't have a controllers. So as you can see, the helloApp interface is very easy to use, especially for beginners who don't know the Matlab and Simulink yet, because everything is very natural, you know what to click, everything is already connected for you. This time we did only an open loop system, which is very basic system, and we want our system to be more complicated, of course. And as we studied in our control theory courses, we need to use controllers for this. So next video, let's check what happens if we add different controllers. Thank you for watching.